Evening koi mates, it's Friday night. Done a scrape on the fish yesterday and flukes are still present. I must have, one of them had about 8 flukes on under the scope, so absolute nightmare. Well, getting fed up with it now, so going to be doing something different today. I'm going to treat it and hopefully this is going to help. As I put 2 doses of fluke solving and nothing, still flashing, still full of flukes. So fluke solve, in my opinion, not working, not very good, expensive product, and it just doesn't work. So there you go, let's crack on and see what I'm going to do. Right koi mates, I've got some pond water in there and I'm going to use formaldehyde. Now this is an anti-parasite treatment. It's good for trichodina, costia and a couple of other things. It is good for flukes, but what this actually does, it helps penetrate through the mucus layer on the fish. So I'm going to put this in for about 3 or 4 days and then I'm going to use a fluke treatment then thereafter. I have got PP in the house, but I think it's still a bit cold for PP. You know, my temps there, I mean it's in the evening now, it's 12 degrees. I don't really want to PP them this close after the winter and, you know, upset the fish. So I'm going to try this. This should get through the mucus coat, thin it out a bit, and then in a couple of days time I'm going to put the fluke treatment in that I've bought. So let's give this a whirl. I've worked it out, it's going to be 8 20ml caps. Should be enough to do the water level that I've currently got. I've got the water down a minute, so it's probably about, I'd say 2,400 gallons in there perhaps. So I'm going to work the measurement out to that. So let's crack on. Right koi mates, I've mixed it up as it says, so I'm going to try and evenly spread it into the pond, get it in there. I'm going to watch the fish for an hour just to make sure that they're not, you know, reacting to this in any way. Hopefully they won't, but anyway, let's get it in slowly. Right, I got that in. Obviously the air is on. They do recommend air with this product. Don't don't know whether to put another stone in and may put some more air in there now in a second. I'm going to just keep a close eye on them at the moment. Well, everything's looking good at the moment. It's been in 10 minutes now. I haven't seen anything untoward. You can leave the filters on with this. You've got to knock your UV off. Leave it run through all your filters, obviously, in case there's any bugs and stuff in there. So let it circulate now for a little bit longer, and I'll keep an eye for another 40 minutes, and hopefully things will be good. One of my koi, the one I scrape, he's suffering badly. He's tending to hide away, and he's got a little bit of a scrape on his side. He's been flashing so much, so I'm hoping he's going to pull through and he'll be okay. So the bloody flukes are a pain in the arse. I noticed, you know, a lot of you guys, obviously, who I follow, are all struggling with flukes. So it's not just me. It's seems to be everyone at the minute. And I think they seem to be getting more, whatever these flukes are, the fish seem to be getting more, you know, they can't seem to fight them off. And all these medications are not working like they should, so, or like they would have in the past. I can remember putting a dose in before and it would just clear everything up straight away. But now they hang around like a bad smell. Okay, koi mates, Saturday night. Treatment is obviously still in the pond at the moment. I've been keeping an eye on the fish. I did hear one or two of them jump in a little bit, just splashing about. That was on the Thursday night, but I haven't noticed anything since. Still flashing going on. Obviously I haven't put the fluke treatment in yet. It's just Saturday evening now. It's 8:30. Water temp is 14 degrees at 8:30 in the evening, so things are on the up, guys. Water level dropped down a little bit today, and it was quite warm here in South Wales today, actually, for a change. So the water level has dropped a tiny bit because I've had to take the top off my skimmer, because it went down to all the way, and it was just you know, it was choking because there wasn't enough water getting in. So yeah, just out the back at the moment. Saturday evening, had a couple of pints. I'm a little wine now with the missus out the back. Just thought I'd do a short video. It's more life in the fish at the moment anyway. That's, as soon as the temps pick up, they are more lively, which is bloody great to see. I think I'm going to get covers next winter, because they were just on the bottom all winter. It's just doing my head in. So I think I'll do something this year. Anyway, catch you in a bit. Morning, climates. Bank holiday Monday. 10:05, and we're up to 20 degrees. Bloody great. It's going to be a nice day today. Let's have a look at the water temps. We're on 14 already, so hopefully that's going to go up today now, and that'll be a little bit better. Anyway, see you in a bit. Right guys, well I got this tap drained down. I've been wanting to do this for a while because I keep a bit of a trip hazard, and I'm afraid, obviously, snap it is my main fear, not just tripping over it. So what I'm going to do, I'll put a flexi on there, and obviously you've got a bit of movement, and if I do bump into it, it should be a little bit of flex on it. So that's what I'm going to do in a second. I've got to be honest, it's bloody glorious out here today. Near that plane going somewhere. And here's that. Probably someone in a mile eye club. There you go, that's on a little bit better for now. I mean, ultimately I need to get a new one of these because when I drain it down, I drain that out all over the floor, which isn't ideal. So I need to get a new one of them at some point, but it's a little bit better there now anyway, so happy enough for that. Morning mates, welcome back. It's been 4 days now since I put the formaldehyde in, so hopefully that will have helped now get the mucus off. So these should be ready now for the fluke treatment. I'm going with the X Pro. I'm hoping this is actually going to do the job this time. So I'm going to get that measured up. The cap that it actually came with is broken in the packaging, so that's bloody handy. So I've got to probably use a tablespoon now and work it out that way, but it's a fair bit I'm going to do. So I'm going to put it into another pan and then get it poured in. It says to put it in by the water entry, so I'm going to just pour it in there. A lot of the treatments it says to evenly spread around the pond, but this one says to pour it all in there, so that's what I'm going to do. Done a 25% water change since I put the formaldehyde in. It's just topping up. I've turned it up a little bit in a minute just to get the pressure up slightly. It does come through a 3-stage filter, so it should be good. Might give them a little bit of food first. Let's try them with a little bit of food. It's early at the moment. It's 9 AM. Not that that makes any difference to these. I have started up since I've had a few days off, I have been up in the feeding. And in fairness, they would probably bloody eat now 5-6 times a day, but I'm not at that stage yet. I did see 19 degrees on the water temp, so it's definitely getting much warmer. I think it's on about 16 now. Look at this, like I say, it's only 9 AM. I'm hoping this X Pro is going to do the job. I hope I've done it, you know, by putting the formaldehyde in. That's a parasite treatment in its own right, but it does help get the mucus coat off. So like I say, this is a dedicated fluke treatment now, so with a bit of luck it's going to do the job. So I'm going to get it measured up, guys, and stacking in the pond. Catch you soon. Like mates, you need extra air when you've got some of these treatments in, so I haven't used this pump before, so put that pump on, connect it up, and welded a stone there and one over there. So obviously the retro drainers in the middle, so should be plenty of air. I'm going to get the skimmer on as well, so you can have the waterfall there, so there should be plenty of circulation and aeration. So I'll get that on next. Treatment's just going to be put in a bowl and I'm going to get it in. Catch you soon. Alright guys, I've stirred this up the best I can. I've put an air stone in as well, just to try and dissolve it. It is a bit of a pig to dissolve completely. This has been in here now for about 10 minutes. I've also been stirring it. Don't suppose you're going to get all of it up mixed, so it's time to get it in. Right, that's it in guys. Put it where it said, got air on there as well. Just trying to push it along the pond. Obviously it's going to go through all the filtration in the end anyway, so yeah, it's in there, dissolved the best I could. These medications are not brilliant at dissolving, but they do dissolve over time in the pond. So let's hope this gets rid of my flukes. You've got to keep an eye on them in the beginning. They can dart around a bit. So just keeping an eye for now. UV is off, but you can leave all the rest of your filtration on, so hopefully they'll settle down soon. I'm going to get the nets back on because I don't want any jumping, because they do say they can jump, so I'm going to get my nets back on. Okay guys, it's been an hour now. Nets are back on. Obviously I have been observing them. They have been darting about a little bit, getting a little bit excited, but they seem to have calmed down now. I think it'll be about 24 hours now and it should hopefully start to kick in a bit and start to take effect, and I'll give it about 5 days. I'll probably do a scrape then. They're all looking good at the moment. It's starting to rain again now, so the nice weather we've had is gone for now. So there's plenty of air on you now. Plenty of circulation, plenty of air. Just turn that bottom drain off a minute just to make sure all the fish looked okay. I'll bang that back on now and I'll update you later on today. Only guys, following day now since I put the Learnex Pro in. They were a little bit skittish yesterday. They seem fine today. Just going to give them a little bit of food. I haven't noticed any flashing today. Don't know if it's going to work that quick anyway, but let's hope things are on the up. That one has scuffed himself a bit. I have actually, there he is over here, had him out and used my first aid kit on him, so hopefully he'll be on the way to recovery with a bit of luck. He's eating and everything again, so we'll wait and see. Anyway, I'm going to end it there guys, and I'll give you an update on my next video of how the Learnex Pro has worked. See you guys, all the best.